Well, thanks everybody for logging in to this special episode of our virtual travel show with AFC Vacations. This year has been flying by. I can't believe it's already October. Baseball's in its final stages. The fall colors are popping in a number of areas. And here in Southern California, the beaches are still lovely, just with earlier sunsets. This time next year, we have a great program to offer you and want to enhance our coverage of this great trip. Our show today is a bit different in that we'll highlight one destination in depth with our new French Riviera Explorer Tour. And we want to get to know this area and fall in love with it, as many of us have. This fantastic itinerary and destination brings you an amazing opportunity to experience the best of southern France. And this trip also has an extension to Paris by high-speed train. Getting to know AFC, if some of you haven't traveled with us before, we offer worldwide tours and cruises, all different travel styles, whether it's by train, motor coach, or our European river cruises. We also offer one hotel stays, and those are some of our most popular trips. And that's exactly what this tour is today that I'll cover in the French Riviera Explorer. We have some adventure-packed tours as well as special events like the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo out in Scotland. So a lot of diversity in the programs we offer, and we offer destinations over 80 areas around the world. Now, what's included with an AFC tour? First and foremost, we show you round-trip airfare included from many of the main gateways, up and down the West Coast, as well as into the central parts of the U.S. And we have travelers from coast to coast. We've really expanded our traveler outreach, and we have travelers all over the country. So if you have friends or family members that want to join you on a trip from other parts of the U.S., they are more than welcome to. We can always plan their airfare as well if you don't see their gateway in the brochure. We have a wonderful team of tour managers that really go above and beyond to take care of our guests. And we use quality hotels, 4-star or first-class properties, and a great inclusive sightseeing incorporated. We have a wonderful program that is a home pickup. We pick you up at your door, take you to the airport, and bring you back at the end. And it really does simplify the travel experience. So we pick you up at your door, take you to the airport and back, and that is included within a 40-mile range to the airport. Anything beyond 40 miles, we do have a surcharge for, but it really is a great service that simplifies the travel experience. We also have a number of different ways to save. First is our early booking savings, and so it now extends to over 40 guests. So the first 40 travelers save on their tour per departure date. So if you book early and pay your final payment by check, you're qualified to save a number of different ways. The top tier is the top 20 passengers to book on a trip, save up to $100 off their domestic or international programs, and up to $200 off on their European river cruises. That's per person. So it really does pay to book early. We also have our Refer a Friend credit. So if you tell your friends and family members about AFC and they take a trip with us, your next trip, as long as they mention your name in the process, is $100 off. So really great savings in that sense. We have a couple of different guarantees. One is our guaranteed departures. And what that means is you'll see the symbol GD in our brochure. And that means that trip has enough passengers to travel and it's ready to go out the door. Our guaranteed pricing means that once you put your deposit down on a trip, your price is locked in. So even as fuel prices change and other surcharges come our way, that doesn't get passed on to you. So that's what you can expect with AFC. What the company is really about is real people and real service. And we have an amazing team in our office as well as out on the road as our tour managers that do an excellent job of taking care of all your questions before you travel and while you travel to make sure your experience is flawless. And we've been in business since 1982, so a solid 43 years in the travel industry with a ton of experience as a team. We also provide a consumer protection as part of our partnership with the US TOA, and that offers a $1 million Traveler's Assistance Program. We're not just cutting checks out for $1 million. This is a combination of partnership that if for any reason the company went through insolvency, your deposits, your final payments, and your travel insurance is protected. So Hopefully, as we've proven over the years, this is not a scenario that'll happen. But if it does, that partnership is a very good resource for you, the traveler. Getting into this wonderful program, we chose to highlight this one tour to really go in depth and highlight its excellence. This is a destination that I absolutely love. It's a really beautiful region and something a lot of people save for down the road, but it's not a trip to take lightly. It's such an amazing place to visit. And this is a really unique one in that we spend 7 nights in one hotel right there in Nice. And Nice is fantastic. It's such a beautiful city right there on the French Riviera or the Côte d'Azur. And it's known for its stunning Mediterranean coastline, all sorts of great cultural aspects, and rich history. So 7 nights at one hotel. We have 11 meals included, including all of our breakfasts. We'll do a walking tour of Nice, and it's such a lovely area, the town itself, the old town portion, as well as the coastline. And then we also take you over to a number of smaller towns within the region, like St. Paul de Vence, Ez, known for its perfumery, St. Jean Cap Ferrat, and then the Monte Carlo and Monaco areas. So really excellent stops all along this tour. To start out the trip, we'll fly round trip in and out of Nice as our base program. For those doing the extension to Paris, you'll fly home from Paris, and that takes you to Paris by high-speed train. We have a number of different hotel properties that we use in Nice for this 7-night stay. The Mercure Nice Notre Dame is right by the cathedral there, and it's just a lovely 4-star property. All 3 of the properties that we utilize are very high quality, great locations in the city center, and lovely accommodations. When people hear the words Best Western together, they think of an American Best Western, but in Europe, they're much more quality as well located. And this property is no different. The Best Western Plus Messina is a great located property with its beautiful architecture and really wonderful rooms. Lots of great little outdoor spaces as well in all 3 of these properties. The NH Hotel Nice also has a beautiful pool with views of the surrounding area, a great sitting area outside at nighttime, a wonderful buffet breakfast, and again, comfortable rooms. So a lot of great hotels that we utilize as we travel here. Getting into the program itself, we'll work our way overseas. The first day is a flight overseas, and we arrive the following day, day 2. Day 2, we'll do a welcome dinner, get together as a group after we arrive into the Nice airport. And then the following day, we'll go out on a city tour. And this takes us all around the beautiful area of Nice. So what's incorporated in that is visiting the Promenade des Anglais. And this is a world-famous seaside walkway, and it stretches along the Bay of Angels. And it's perfect for strolling, biking, or just relaxing. All sorts of great little individual restaurants down on the beach itself where you can grab a glass of wine and some charcuterie. The promenade itself is named after the English aristocrats who wintered in Nice. And Nice is lovely in the wintertime when every other area of the world is cold. It's a really great opportunity to explore. And this is one of the most iconic and picturesque seafront boulevards in the world, stretching about 4.5 miles, all the way from the airport to the quaint port area. And it's lined with palm trees, as well as beautiful buildings, a stunning hotel. The beaches are public and private in different areas, but they are pebble beaches that run along the promenade. And many have beach clubs, those little restaurants that I mentioned, and sunbeds. Getting to tour the city itself, we'll see the Notre Dame, and this is a Roman Catholic basilica dedicated to the Assumption of Mary. This is actually the largest church in Nice, and it was built in 1864. Took about 15 years to construct in a neo-Gothic style. So just a beautiful, beautiful cathedral there. And it was part of the French government's plan to Francify Nice after Nice was annexed from the Kingdom of Sardinia. We'll work our way over to the Old Town area, and from there, we visit the beautiful flower market. And in 1897, Nice opened the first wholesale cut flower market in the world. And it sits right on the edge of Old Town. It's a picturesque flower market with fresh flowers and much more. Now, this is part of the Cours Soleil, which hosts 4 different markets. The flower market is held Tuesday to Sunday in combination with fruits and vegetables from nearby farms. And the fruit and vegetable stands pack up about 1:30 in the afternoon, but the flower market stalls stay open till about 5:30. On Mondays, the one day that the flower market's not open, is a flea market. So all sorts of books, antiques, and many more items available. We'll work our way over to St. Paul de Vence, and it's one of the oldest, most picturesque medieval towns in the south of France, located in the Provence region. And it sits near Nice in the French Riviera, nestled on a hilltop, and offers these stunning views of the surrounding countryside and Mediterranean coast. Now, it's enclosed by a well-preserved 16th century stone rampart, and the village itself full of narrow cobblestone streets dating to the 16th century, arched passageways and stone buildings with flower-filled balconies. And the surrounding area as well is just amazing. All sorts of olive groves, vineyards, and cypress trees. We'll work our way over to Aix-en-Provence, otherwise known as Aix. And the best time of the year to visit Aix is in September to November, as it's an amazing area to see in the fall. The town is brimming with quaint cafes, vibrant markets, and it's really the students from the university that bring this area to life with young energy. Aix is also full of elegant 17th and 18th century mansions, ornate fountains, and narrow cobblestone streets. And the light in Aix has inspired artists for centuries, and that includes Paul Cézanne, who was actually born there. Now we'll visit the Cézanne studio, and it's preserved almost exactly as he left it. We'll also work our way to the nearby areas and get to see Montagne Sainte-Victoire. And this was a very big part of his inspiration throughout the years. He painted this area quite often, so it's highlighted in a number of his paintings. We'll then work our way over to the town of Ez, and this is a medieval hilltop village with breathtaking views. It sits about 1,400 feet above sea level and is located between Nice and Monaco. So while there, you can explore the old village, wandering the winding flower-lined alleys. The Garden of Exotic Flowers is a beautiful location right outside the ruins of the castle and has all sorts of rare plants and dramatic views. And then there's also an area called the Nietzsche Path, and it's a steep hiking trail from the sea up to the village. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche is said to have walked there regularly. Then we'll visit a perfumery, and this is Fragonard Perfumery, which is a historic French perfume house founded in Grasse, France in 1926. So it sits above the town of Ez. It's known as the perfume capital of the world, and this has become one of the most iconic names in perfume making. You'll learn about the process of making perfumes, soaps, and a lot more as we explore the amazing location on a tour. Then we'll work our way over to Saint Jean Cap Ferrat, and this is a wonderful area. It's absolutely stunning, located on the French Riviera, and you can see the beautiful colors of the water all surrounding the Mediterranean. It's a favorite getaway for celebrities and those seeking elegance and calm by the sea. And there you can embark on a scenic walk along the peninsula's coastline, and that offers views of the Med and its surrounding landscapes. Day 6 you can spend within the town of Nice or join the group for an optional trip to Italy. And this takes us to Ventimiglia as part of this optional. And that's located within Italy's Liguria region and right on the border with France. It's a beautiful stretch, wonderful little town. And it's home to beautiful coastlines, beaches, a historic old town, and famous markets as we explore. From Ventimiglia, it's off to San Remo, and there we work our way out to the capital of the Italian Riviera. And this is home to picturesque homes steeped on the hillside looking down at the beauty of the Italian coast. La Pina is a labyrinth of narrow alleyways and quaint houses in the heart of Old Town. And you'll wander through this ancient district to reach the sanctuary of Madonna della Costa. And that is a beautiful church right in the center of town. Then there's the Teatro Artistone, and this is a landmark of Italian music. And it's a historic theater that hosts the music festival every year. And some of the most prestigious music comes out of this region. Day 7 takes us up to Monaco and Monte Carlo, which are a short ride from Nice. And this area really does highlight the wealth of the region in numerous ways. You'll get a chance to tour the Monte Carlo area and see the cathedral dedicated to the Blessed Mary. We'll walk inside the cathedral and get to see the tombs of Princess Grace Kelly, and Prince Rainier III. And within this, we'll have time to explore the cathedral outside of these beautiful tombs. We include a stop at the Monte Carlo Casino as well, and there you'll need your passport to go inside, but you can go out and sit at the tables at the slot machines. I think I won about $10 and was happy with that as I left the building with a win. But it's a really fun spot to go see in person and experience for yourself. We'll also get to see some of the streets where the Monaco Grand Prix takes place before returning back to Nice that night for dinner. Then on day 8, our last full day includes a visit to the walled town of Antibes. And this is a beautiful old town. With a local guide, you'll take a Antibes walking tour. You'll get a chance to visit the Picasso Museum, and it's housed in a historic chateau, which showcases a significant collection of Picasso's works, including paintings, ceramics, and sculptures. From there, as we explore the old town, it's just a stunning view with all these beautiful old homes and great little restaurants. We'll then work our way over to Cannes, and this is well known for its famous film festival, but it's a beautiful city right there on the French Riviera. Famous for its glamour, its beaches, and the hillside actually is a fun little walk or hike to explore up and get great views of the area from. The Le Croisette Boulevard is the promenade that walks along the beach. So you can take that. It's got all sorts of luxury shops, cafes, and beautiful views of the sea. You get a chance to see Palais de Festival, which is the main area of the Cannes Film Festival. And you can even walk on the red carpet and see the handprints of famous celebrities. Les Suquettes is the Old Town area, and this region has narrow streets, charming restaurants, and panoramic views as well. And you'll have some time to grab lunch on your own there, get a chance to go out to the beaches, or spend some time wandering about the shops. So it's a really fun stop that we make in Cannes and learn all about the famous film festival. This is the little harbor area on the outskirts of Cannes. And then we fly home back from Nice on day 9. So we work our way from Nice back to your home cities. This tour is an exceptional value at $41.99 per person, including airfare from San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Dallas, Houston, or Denver. There are different airports available, air gateways available in our brochures as well, but this is the rate from those gateways. And a single supplement of $800 for an international tour is quite amazing. Again, you're covering the cost of splitting a room if you're doing it by yourself, the hotel room cost. So $800 to have your own room in addition is a really great value, and the tour, including airfare, at $41.99 per person. Again, those early booking savings do apply, the refer a friend savings, and so much more. So there's a lot of ways to reduce that quantity as well. And this tour departs October 21st or November 4th. We have an optional extension that takes us out to Paris, and this is a 2-night extension that works its way by high-speed train. And the TGV train from Nice to Paris takes a couple hours getting up to the main city there. We'll spend 2 nights in a hotel in Paris, and then we also work our way out on a city tour, and that includes 2 breakfasts and airport transfers as well. We do need 20 passengers minimum to operate the extension, and the extension must be booked at the time of deposit. But here's just a couple of glimpses into the extension itself. The train takes us on the coast for a little bit before it cuts inland and up to the city. Upon arrival, we'll work our way on a city tour, so we'll get to see some of the main highlights within Paris. We'll see Notre Dame Cathedral, which is finally opened after that devastating fire. The Arc de Triomphe, which is an amazing city location. Our drivers often do circles around there as part of the fun, but they always tell you never drive in Paris, and I absolutely agree with that one. And then the Champs-Élysées. This is one of the most luxurious streets in the world, famous for its high-end retail, and it's just a beautiful spot to go grab a cup of coffee or a high-end glass of wine and explore on your own. We work our way out to the Eiffel Tower. We'll get to see that from a couple of different viewpoints, and then later that night or the next day, you can always book a ticket up the Eiffel Tower in advance. And as we always do, specials for this trip and many more. If you book a new 2026 tour or European river cruise by Friday, October 17th, we're reducing the deposit down to $250 in conjunction with travel protection. So if you purchase your travel protection with your deposit by next Friday for any of the 2026 trips, we're bringing down that deposit to $250. We also have a one cabin category upgrade for the last trip of 2025 still available. That's the highlights of the Douro with Spain in November. And then a number of our 2026 European river cruises have that available as well. Use the code Riviera by Friday, October 17th for these to apply. And how you can book is reaching out to Joe, Holly, April, or Samantha at afctours.com. You can call us at our 1-800-369-3693 number, or visit us on our website, and that's afcvacations.com. From all of us at AFC Vacations, we hope you take this wonderful program, if not one of our many others that go to over 80 destinations worldwide. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's a short but really in-depth look at this great program, and we wanted to bring it to you in its entirety. So thanks for joining us, and we look forward to the next time.